In the month of September 2024, my OnlyFans agency grossed $57,000. And in this video, I'm going to break down the good, the bad, and the ugly of what happened last month to give me that result, along with what I'm going to be doing in October to increase that, hopefully by a lot. So before we get into that, I want to remind everybody that I have reopened my coaching program. If you're interested in getting coached by me, one-on-one coaching, group coaching, then check out the link in the description. There will be information there. I'll help you with recruiting, traffic, chatting, whatever your current weak spot is, scaling, anything. I've got so much knowledge. I can fucking help you like I'm the real deal. Anyway, check that out if you're interested. Now, that said, let's go over the numbers really quick. So OnlyFans and another platform that I have models on, we grossed $57,000. Webcam grossed around $5,000, and I sold 2 boot camps for $4,000 each. So not bad, but we're going to focus on the OnlyFans, or the fan page, I guess let's call it, earnings this month. So if you watched my video, my previous video that I did where I did the month in review, this was for last month, you'll remember that I did 67,000 in August. And so this month we did 57,000. Last month we did 67,000. Obviously that's a $10,000 drop, and that's not good. We would like that not to go down, but to go up every month. So on that note, let's talk about the bad. The first bad thing that happened was that my agency got infiltrated by a chatter with bad intentions. I don't know exactly what this chatter's intentions were, but he was lying to everybody. He was lying to me. He was lying to the other chatters. And he was really just a fucking shitty person. Just a really, really shitty person. Hired him from Telegram. Will never hire anybody from Telegram ever again as long as I live. And, live and learn. And I'm very lucky that things did not turn out worse than they already were. I'm also very lucky that I have a good team. And that I have, open lines of communication with my team, but, it is what it is. So that's number one. Number two, I had some problems with the chatter who's been working with me for a long time. So I have one chatter who's been working with me for a year, and I never really trained him the way that I trained these new guys. And I've had a lot of problems with him over the past. He's gotten accounts locked. He has, really, I guess that's the main problem. Well, no, he's gotten accounts locked. His English is not good. He's very aggressive. And in his chats, sometimes it's almost like he's desperate to sell. And that desperation shines through, and it makes the model look bad. It turns the subs off, and it completely burns them. So I had a couple problems with him. Number one, I had an issue with him where he wrote something in a chat that got a model's account locked. That account was locked for about a month. It was locked like the end of August, and we only just recently got it opened in September. And that account, it was doing okay. It was doing, $7,000-8,000 a month. But that matters when you have a lot of accounts like I do, and a lot of chatters, and everything is kind of spread very thin. So that was the first problem. Now, the second problem, the meta problem with what he did, is that when that account got locked, I kind of was forced to face the fact that he wasn't really working according to what I teach now, and it was becoming a problem. Because the way that he was working before, the very aggressive style of chatting, it's almost like I needed to put him on a specific type of account. He needed to be isolated on an account that only he was on, where the model didn't give a fuck what happened on the account as long as she got paid. And there are girls like that, and I did have him on girls' accounts like that for the most part. But the problem is that the earnings are going to be capped, and he's going to constantly need fresh subs. He's not going to really be able to cultivate any long-term relationships. And it's not what I'm going for right now when, with the business. So I said to him, listen, man, I didn't yell at him. I don't think. Maybe I did a little bit, but not like you would expect, not like going berserk on him like I probably would have if I hadn't hit my limit. I just said to him, I was very calm. I was like, listen, bro, you need to learn what I'm teaching now, and I'm going to give you 2 weeks to implement the new style that we're doing. Implement it, master it, learn it, whatever. You have 2 weeks. And if you don't do it in 2 weeks, then I'm going to have to let you go. And he didn't take it very well. He thought in his mind, I guess he thought that I was firing him, or I was planning on firing him, when I was very clear. I was like, you have 2 weeks to turn it around. I would love for you to turn it around. I don't know if I said that. Maybe I did. It sounds like something I would say. But that led to a drop in numbers as well. And then what I decided to do, or I actually decided to do this from the beginning, I think, is I paired him with the manager. And I said, I basically assigned the manager a task. I was like, listen, bro, I need you to fix his chatting style. I need you to work with him. He needs to be your little buddy and watch everything you do. You need to watch everything he does. And you need to make sure that he is fucking doing everything exactly right. And they started working together, and they did really well together at first. And at first I was encouraged. I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe he's not hopeless. Maybe he can change. Don't hire people expecting to change them. You know what I mean? The only reason I've given this guy so many chances. Let me be honest with you. Like he should have been fired. He's got fucking more lives than a cat, bro. I swear to God. But anyway, he started working with the manager. Things started going well. They both started producing. I had them. They were sharing sales on multiple accounts. So like they were working together. They were splitting their sales every day. If they sold for, $1,200, then they both split at $600. And that seemed to be working well. So what I decided to do, I had another girl, another model sign up. And this girl was extraordinary, gorgeous, perfect body, bimbo, giga bimbo, big fake tits, BBL, fake lips, fake eyelashes, fake hair, beautiful face, tons of work done. And guys were just like in love with her, obviously. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give this girl to you guys. You guys can work this girl's account because like you're doing well. And you know what? Here you go. Here's a nice little money-making opportunity for you guys. And so what happened is that a couple of days later, I got a message from one of the other chatters, from one of the openers. And basically what happened with the opener is he sent a message saying that like the model, he needs to, a whale, a big spender is asking for the model to reply to him on Instagram because he wants to talk to her there. I'm like, okay, that's not a good sign. So I went and I reviewed the chats, and basically what I saw on there was like nuclear devastation. It was some of the worst chatting that I'd ever seen in my life. I made another video about it. I don't want to get too deep into it here, but it was just so aggressive, so tone deaf, and just terrible. It was just awful. And it was from the chatter who'd been working with me for a long time. And like, I saw that, and I couldn't even get angry. You know what I mean? I was angry at my manager. I wasn't angry at him. And I don't want to say I can't even blame him. Like, yes, of course I can. But he was assigned to the manager. He was the manager's fucking problem, and he let it slip. He let him go off and fucking do his thing and trusted that he would do the right thing, and look what happened. And so I told the manager, I was like, listen, he needs to be monitored. You need to check what he's doing and correct what he's doing at every step. So anyway, long story short, we ended up losing that account. Obviously not good. Let's talk about, and there are good things as well. I'm not only going to talk about the bad stuff here. So let's see here. We lost another model because we were unable to produce numbers on her account. This is the model I've mentioned many times. She's British. She's a MILF. She's 45. Huge tits. Tons of money there. Like, I don't know how my chatters were not able to sell anything on her accounts. But they weren't. And, we had a conversation, and she's like, listen, and I almost told her, I was like, she asked me for a progress update, and I was like, listen, I told her the truth. I was like, I don't know what it is, but my chatters, they don't know how to fucking sell on your account. So if you want to go and find another agency, that's fine. I can give you a recommendation. I can find somebody for you. But she was like, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I don't know what the fuck she's doing now. We just don't talk. We're not on like bad terms, but we just don't have that daily communication like we did when she was my model. And that's a shame because that's a $20,000 a month account. Easy. Next bad thing. Some of my chatters had a decrease in sales from not following the fundamentals. So one of the problems with my management style when managing chatters is that I basically have the attitude of I don't care how much you work as long as you are following the fundamentals. I'm sorry, as long as you are doing numbers. And what that leads to is them selling in not a good way, because what they'll do, and I really kind of just realized this right now, what they'll do is they'll be more aggressive with their sales and they'll hit their minimum, which is 500 apparently. They'll hit their minimum and they will, fucking just stop working for the day. And that's not, or they'll stop working and stop trying. Honestly, I don't even know if that's really exactly what it is, but it encourages them to not follow the fundamentals. What it encourages them to do is just hit their minimum by any means necessary. And then what ends up happening over time is that they burn through the goodwill of their good subscribers. And they eventually run out of good subscribers and they forget the fundamentals. They forget the training, which is designed to get lots of money over time. What I really need, I'll talk about what I'm going to do later. Anyway, I'll just realize it again. Okay. And then finally, I already talked about this. And then I also had to fire one closer. This was not one of my original 4 people. This guy, he watches my videos, I think. So what's up, bro? How are you? Good guy. We're still on good terms, but like he wanted to work with me in another area and kind of like he kind of got my attention, so to speak, wanted to get my attention by becoming a chatter when I'm not saying he wasn't suited for the role, but like, he's not the type of person who's going to be a full-time chatter. He's not the type of person who's going to put 100% into it. Just not. So I decided to let him go instead of letting him hang around and lower the overall quality of the chatters. Again, nothing against him, but like, I want the blood to be pure of the chatter, the chatter genes. So let's talk about the good, because there were some good things this month. Number 1, I started working with openers. So now I have openers that will send openers to all the accounts, and their job is to start conversations and get leads with accounts or with subscribers on accounts that have a lot of subs, that have high sub growth, but the closers don't have the bandwidth to go and have these conversations with them. So openers are working really well. I have one he was the first opener and he's still around. This is a guy, he was a closer first, and I was this close to firing him so many times. This is the guy, I don't know if you remember, but he was like, oh, thank you so much. Like, I just moved into a new apartment and I took my family to McDonald's. Ha ha ha, I'm so happy. And like, maybe I gave him an extra chance because of that. Cause like, he sent me that message and then I reviewed his accounts and I was like, fuck, this is just terrible. Like I'm ready to fire him. But then I remembered that and I was like, I'll make him an opener. Fine. They need an opener anyway. Like these guys, an opener would help everybody sell more. So like, fine. Anyway, he's still around. He's doing well. He's actually pretty good at opening now. And then I hired another guy who, worked for me. He was like one of the first chatters that I hired very early on. He's somebody that I actually pushed through the training despite not really thinking that he would make it. He quit after a few days. He said he had some personal issue to deal with. No problem. Anyway, last week he ended up coming back and I hired him as an opener and now he's doing opening stuff. He seems to be getting along well and doing fine. So that's good. Additionally, I hired 2 more closers. So I'm very happy about that. One of the closers, I had actually hired him originally as a closer. Then I moved him to an opener because, well, it's kind of complicated. He was a closer. I put him in charge of an account. He was doing like 250, 300 a day. And then I shuffled things around. I made him an opener. I put somebody else on the account he was on, which started doing like $500 a day. That's one thing I do too much is I fucking shuffle people around too much. I got to stop doing that. But anyway, now he's a closer again, and he's doing well. I would say he's doing between 250 and 300 a day. I didn't give him that account. I was going to give him another account, but he didn't he didn't do anything with it. Somebody else ended up taking it, so I need to give him another account. But anyway, I hired him, and then I got another guy from, somewhere else, who is good and was good from day one and is just like, some people you just hire them and they just fucking get it. 500 on his first day. And I was like, this guy's going to be good. So that's good. That right there, assuming, knock on wood, assuming that like nothing goes wrong with any of these other guys or no accounts get fucking banned or any dumb bullshit like that, then it will be 6 chatters who are bringing in money every day, which will be good. If I can get these 6 guys up to $500 a day each, that's $3,000 a day, right? $3,000 minimum. And then that is going to be, 120K. No, I'm sorry, 90K a month, right? Yeah. 90K a month, which would be quite nice. And then I have one additional model. And then this model is, I actually have 2 additional models, but I really only have one additional model who's like very good. No disrespect to the other one who doesn't speak English or watch my videos anyway. But the one that I have is good, who is good, is very hardworking. And she makes a lot of reels. She gets a ton of subs, and her account, that's at least $20,000 a month account minimum. Like, honestly, I'd say 50K a month potential for sure. For sure, 50K a month potential. What I'm really lacking, the thing I'm really missing is just more chatters. That's really what it is. I'm realizing this again. That's really what this comes down to. The business is just like, do you have good chatters? Do you have people who are on the accounts who can bring in money? Okay, so let's talk about October goals. In October, let's say things to fix. The first thing that I want to fix is I want to get more chatters, obviously. I want 2, let's start with that one. I want 2 more closers. My goal is 8 closers. I want 2 more. I have 6 now, assuming that all the ones that I have, and who knows what's going to fucking happen. I need 2 more guys to come on who can fucking sell. 2 more. I got the accounts. We got subs. I got the traffic. It's there for the taking, buddy. The money is there. So, just fucking, where are these guys? Where are they? I don't know. I used to say 1 in 200. It's not 1 in 200. Maybe it's 1 in 500. Who's good? Might even be less. Maybe 1 in 1,000. But you just have to keep looking. That's really what it comes down to. If you just keep looking, you look every day you post a job ad, or you're filtering people, or you're putting them through role play, or you're putting them through training, you'll get more. Straight up. So I just have to keep looking. That's all there is to it. Okay. Second thing is that I want traffic and chatters for a salary model that I have. So I've talked about this girl before. Salary model, Ukraine, huge tits, skinny. She's kind of pretty, but she's got this like type of face that it's like, she just seems nice. You know what I mean? Not like nice and sweet, but like, she's like a fucking village girl, bro, from Ukraine. She actually kind of looks a little bit like my ex-girlfriend. I had a German ex-girlfriend from some fucking shit town in Bavaria, and like similar vibe. She also had huge tits. Oh my God. Nicest tits I've ever seen in my life. Oh, I miss her. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah. So the point is that I want chatters and traffic for her. Now, I'm just, not that I'm spread thin. I mean, I guess I could be like working on traffic for that account. I had somebody posting to Reddit for her accounts before, but a week goes by, the account gets banned. It's just fucking annoying, dude. Like, somebody teach me how to do Reddit properly, please. I hate this shit. I really fucking hate it. Who can do Reddit? Who knows how to do Reddit? Hit me up. Anyway, speaking of that, I might partner with this girl, partner with Account Stealth on this girl. Because, you know, she's on salary, and like, he is a fucking monster, dude. Monster when it comes to Reddit. I gave him another account of mine. We partnered on it. And this girl was like plain white girl, like 30 years old, not super pretty. And he got like 140 paid subs in fucking 2 days, and like a bunch of free trial subs, just like tons of shit. And at the time, I didn't, you know, I wasn't as, you know, prepared with good chatters as I am now. But hopefully by the time, you know, we have to wait a little bit for him to fucking get some shit together. But once that is taken care of, I mean, if I could partner with him on this girl, oh my God, we would fucking kill it. And if I could find better, you know, not better chatters, more chatters, then this girl is a fucking money maker, bro. Money maker. Another thing I need to do in October is I need to review the chats every day. I need to review the chats every day, and I need to make a post about the chats every day. It needs to be done on a daily basis, every single day. So, that's all there is to it. I just need to be on top of it. You know, I need to be on top of it. It needs to happen every day, period. I can't let a day, because what ends up happening is, if I don't check, if all I do is check the numbers and say, oh, the numbers are fine, oh, okay, I don't have to worry about it, then what happens is these guys get lazy. You know what I mean? The chatters, and it's nothing against them, it doesn't make them bad people, but if people know if people think they're being monitored, they're going to do a better job. They're going to work harder. If people know they are not being monitored, then they're just not going to fucking care. They're going to be like, well, whatever. Nobody's fucking checking anyway. Who gives a shit? You know, and then you check and they're like, oh shit. Oh, man. You know, and then they fucking get back into it. But, I need to check more often. What I really need to do, and it's hard because checking is not a fun thing. I don't like checking. It's not pleasurable for me. It's not like I enjoy it. I don't want to sit and fucking see stuff that I don't want to see and yell at the computer and like get my blood up. Like, it's just not something I'm interested in doing. But I know that if I check the chats every single day, that the numbers will go up and the proper fundamentals will be followed, and things will be good. Another thing that I need to start doing in October is I need to start enacting more punishments on my team. So like, my team is great. They work hard. But like I said, what I've noticed is that if I don't threaten them with a punishment, then they won't do stuff. And it's really worrying, honestly. I'm like worried that is happening. And what the main, you know, this happened with submitting reports. There were like a couple days where people just weren't fucking submitting reports. I was like, what are you guys doing? Are you all fucking raving together and like dropping ecstasy somewhere? Like, how are you justifying this, not doing the reports? It's not that fucking hard. Shit takes 5 minutes. So I had to tell them, I was like, listen, if you guys don't submit your reports, then I'm fining you $50. Is that what we need to do here? I need to threaten you with a fucking $50 fine for you to do something that you should be doing anyway? And so now my current issue, what I had everybody start doing is they need to post one screenshot conversation of a conversation that they handled well, and a screenshotted conversation of a screenshot of a conversation that they feel could be handled better. And it's like, sometimes they'll do it, sometimes they won't do it. And it's frustrating to me. And I think what they think, and here's what I realize, is that either they all do it or none of them do it. So I don't know if they're like collaborating behind the scenes or something, but I'm just going to find them, and I'll find them all. I don't fucking care. So now I have to do the same thing. Now I have to say, if anybody doesn't submit their screenshots on time, it's $50. I don't want to do that. I don't need your fucking $50, bro. But like, you need to do it if I tell you to do it. It's not for any other reason other than the fact that I know it will make you better. It'll make you better and it'll make everybody else better, which is why I'm having you do it. Not because I'm a fucking power tripping asshole. So that's just something that I need to do. I don't like having to resort to that, but like, what choice do I have? If I just say, oh, okay, well, nobody does it, so I guess I'll just give up. Then it's like, okay, well, am I just some kind of bitch then? Like, no, I'm not. And I want to check the fucking group to make sure they did it. And if I don't see it, I'm going to be fucking pissed. And then the final thing that I want to do for October, and this is not really related to the agency, but kind of, is that I want to start doing more coaching for people, right? I want to start, so I want my goal that I wrote here is I want to get one new coaching client per week. The offer for the coaching, I should probably define that a little bit better, but I'm looking here at I'm thinking, $5,000, and it comes with recruiting and traffic and chatting and management and all this stuff. The challenge that I have with selling coaching is that if when you sell coaching or when you sell a course, or when you sell information, what people think they want the information. They think they're like, well, what am I going to learn? Am I going to learn this thing? Am I going to learn that thing? And it's not really about what you learn. You can learn anything in a Telegram group for free. You can learn what you need. You can learn 90% of it in Telegram for free. And then you learn the other 10% through experience. And the only reason you learn that through experience is because it's just so insignificant that nobody in fucking Telegram is going to talk about it anyway. So when it comes to coaching, the approach that I prefer to take is that I don't want to say promising. I'm offering a transformation, right? I'm offering you consistent help. I'm offering you consistent hand-holding. Yes, there is some information. Yes, there is some strategy involved, but everybody needs something different. But what I'm really offering is, I don't want to say guaranteed, but I will help you transform what you are doing into not a exact copy, but I will help you implement what I've implemented for myself that has given me the results that I've gotten. Now, you've just listened to me make a fucking 30-minute video about all these bad things that happened last month. I mean, it is what it is. Just because I'm talking about it, doesn't mean it only happens to me, never happens to anybody else. This is shit that happens in fucking OnlyFans management, shit that happens in agencies. Nobody else wants to talk about it. Is there a single person, is there a single YouTuber, OFM person who's talking about all the mistakes they made and all the fucking things that went wrong? Probably not. I don't think there are. If there are, let me know. I haven't seen any. But every mistake you make, what do they say? Every failure is a brick in my castle. Or brick in my castle. I like that. Anyway, what I would like to do is I want to sell more coaching. I want to do more coaching. I want to sell more coaching packages. I would like to have that revenue stream because I see a lot of these fucking OFM guys, Dylan, Shane Francis, BTZ has his coaching, Razvan's pushing his fucking coaching thing pretty hard lately. Everybody's got it. I don't fucking sell it. Yeah, okay, boot camp every once in a while. I've done 3 boot camps. Well, I've done 2. It's not consistent. You know what I mean? It's sporadic. So maybe the boot camp idea is not as good as I thought it was initially. Anyway, those are my tips. So thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, drop me a comment. If you're interested in coaching, check out the description. Let me know. See you next time.